This week on Last Weekly, the weekly show about last week. New episodes every Tuesday.
And that was I'm Burning For You by Blue Oyster Cult. Up next, Ring of Fire. So if you remember, last week, I was still having issues with the laser, catching things on fire. This week was no exception, as this router base caught on fire and burned a little bit. Not too much, but enough to want me to fix the issue again. So I pulled off the print head and the gantry that slides back and forth, and took them out to the garage and used the compressor, and all kinds of debris came out. I'm not kidding, I think I even saw a rock. And after that, you can see it's been running pretty smoothly now. And I have a slight cold, so I sound not good. So this week, my neighbor came over and asked me to help him make some brackets for his intercooler for the supercharger that he got for his Mustang. So I, of course, helped him and decided to film it for all you folks out there. So right about now, I am thinking that something is wrong because it's not cutting all the way through. And again, didn't cut. So that's when I noticed the compressor wasn't on. And third time's a charm. Actually, I think I had to go another time. It was cutting, but the setting wasn't quite right. So it was actually melting the metal a bit. And you'll see that in the next clip. Yeah, certainly not the best job, but yeah, it'll work. I'm going to clean it up a bit here with the sander. Get rid of all that nasty dripping metal. We took it over to the car, and then we marked out some holes that we needed to be drilled in each one. So here is the bracket. Yeah, for some reason his intercooler didn't come with any screws or the brackets or anything. So we had to drill a hole into the inner frame bumper here that you see. And we didn't want to drill too many holes, so just the one at the top. But made for an interesting situation to try to shove something in there with the nut that we can screw the screw onto, which we eventually swapped and made the screw come out of the hole, so it was a little easier. And of course the stud where the screw was on the intercooler was actually higher, so we needed to add some spacers between the bracket just to raise it up a bit. That's one side done. And this is my neighbor, actually. And he likes to make fun of me because I'm on YouTube. And guess what? Now you are too. Actually, I'm just kidding. He doesn't make fun of me. At least not to my face. But we do make fun of other YouTubers and their opening statements like, what's up, guys? Except he does it a lot better than me. Maybe we'll get him on camera one of these days. And that takes care of the left side. But there was a couple more things to do, like attaching this hose and putting some hose clamps down below connected to the intercooler. And this is also my neighbor, actually his dad, who's also on the HOA board with me. Just take a quick glance over the engine here. Alright, so now they'll finish up the hoses and maybe we'll get to hear it start. And the moment you've been waiting for. Sorry, there'll be no donuts in the street this time. We are the HOA after all. Alright, I guess let's see what Phil's been up to. Huh. Hey, Ashton. No, hang on. We're not even doing that anymore. We're not calling that. Anyway, where's your dad?
I don't know.
Huh. I guess Phil has nothing to say. These Jungle Cruise signs have become quite popular. I believe I have like 7 or 8 of them to make. Probably over the next couple weeks. So you might be seeing a few of these. Now some people give me crap for coloring this with a Sharpie. But I actually like it. I like how it shows the wood underneath it. It looks kind of like the wood is aged a bit. Like it's not complete color. And that's how it is on the ride, so I think it actually comes out pretty good. Of course, with the laser comes peeling the masking tape. Always peeling the masking tape. So we're just going to glue on some of the walnut or sepli wood, accent color wood. It completes the sign. Well, I guess there was no glue in that bottle, so time for a new one. This sign actually caught some of that fire from the laser and just sanding off some of the, the damaged areas that were, blackened. And that part gets colored green as well. And this is the only part that gets colored red. And I actually leave the masking tape on during this, that way nothing bleeds under the masking tape. You can see when I remove the masking tape on the X's that there's nothing underneath it, so the masking tape held the marker back from bleeding under it. And as I said, we have a few of these to get through over the next few weeks, so I'm going to save some footage for that and just show you this end product here. I also had quite a few of these Warren signs from the Annabelle Conjuring movies. And I know I've showed a few things on this before, but I don't know if I ever showed this. Or well, what you didn't see is I already put down the main template, but I'm dragging over these, like, the centers of the A's and the O's and stuff. And instead of using tape and trying to do the whole thing at one time, which could just be a mess, really, I just move those over and try to place them myself. And you can see here that I'm just using that little pick to kind of align them. I can align them manually with this little tool than trying to use the tape and trying to peel it off without peeling off those pieces. And yeah, like I said, it could be a headache, so this is actually much faster. So a lot of times when I'm painting in a template, I will clear coat it first. However, this template material seems to be, weak or susceptible to the clear coating or the painting or whatever. It starts to peel up like after the first one, so rather than using the clear coat, I just kind of lightly paint whatever color first and then kind of go over it heavier like I just did. So this is another one that was already painted, and it's dry now, obviously. Yeah, that one didn't peel up. It doesn't happen every time, but it happens enough that I don't use that clear coat. So if you do it lightly, or on the other templates I use the clear coat, it kind of locks it in so it won't bleed under the template and all that. So right now I'm just picking up those other pieces that I manually put on and now manually taking them off. And in the prior week, you saw that I made the frames, and now I'm taking that painted piece and putting it in the frame. And what you see here is actually, I forget what they call it, but it's like a staple gun, but for those little tabs that hang in the back of frames. So it's doing exactly what it should do when it doesn't get stuck like it is right now. Easy fix there. But yeah, it holds it in pretty good. So a lot better than what I was doing in the first place with the glass glazing tacks, whatever. as those sometimes hurt putting in. So here's a quick one for you. I was starting to cut this out the other day and broke the bandsaw blade. So just gonna cut it out here with the jigsaw. But well, that wood sure seems to be moving around quite a bit. Wonder what we can do about that. There you go, stupid. Use a clamp. Alright, maybe use two. Let's just speed this up a bit. And I think that's pretty much all I did because it was kind of on the last day of the week here.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and ring that bell. Bye.